My Swisses and Switzerland lovers, welcome to your window to Switzerland. In early April, you can still enjoy winter in Switzerland in many higher altitude areas. Meanwhile, spring has already arrived in the valleys and lowlands, and the meadows are full of dandelions. The cherry trees are already blooming in Zug and other areas, and Lake Brienz in the Bernese Oberland is slowly but surely taking on its characteristic turquoise color. In April, many attractions and destinations open again, such as the Ballenberg Open-Air Museum near Hofstetten in the Bernese Oberland. The opening features many attractions, and local alphorn players perform traditional melodies against the backdrop of perfect spring weather. But even in bad weather there are new options. A visit to the impressive Aare Gorge is perfect on rainy days. And with Little Rasta, I experience my first real mountain sunrise. You can see all of this in this video. Anyone traveling with a dog wants to feel welcome at the hotel along with their beloved pet. For many years, King Rasta and I have been visiting the Hotel Waldhaus on Betmeralp in the canton of Wallis in Switzerland. The spacious wooden rooms have become like a second home to us, and now that Rasta crossed the Rainbow Bridge last September, little Rasta gets to follow in his paw prints. It's especially beautiful here in winter, but you have to drive for a while to reach this paradise. We set off from my hometown of Brienzersee, a small, picturesque village on the beautiful Lake Brienz in the Bernese Oberland in Switzerland. There's really only one quick way to get from here to the Wallis. You take the highway to Kandersteg, and from there you take the car ferry to Goppenstein. Depending on the holiday season, there can be long wait times here. You can check the Lütschberg car ferry website to see if there is any traffic jam. But as is often the case, I am traveling off-peak and so had no problems. The train ride through the Lütschberg tunnel takes about 20 minutes. You should turn off the engine and make sure that the car is standing with all four wheels in the rail car. You should also check first whether the car still fits in the rail car with any spare tires or roof racks. Tickets can be purchased at the ticket office or online. What started out wintry continues in a spring-like manner. It apparently didn't snow at lower elevations in the valleys. But that doesn't mean we won't end up back in the depth of winter. That's Switzerland. You never know what the weather will be like where you're going. We drive through the Rhone Valley to Betten. There are plenty of parking spots here. From here on, the only way up is by cable car. The Betmeralp is car-free after all. It's not the first time I've ridden a cable car with Lil Rasta. Still, it's anything but relaxing to reach my destination with a young dog and a ton of luggage on both shoulders. Somehow though, we managed it and arrived at the Hotel Waldhaus on Betmeralp. The hotel is just a 5-minute walk from the cable car station. You might think that means it's noisy here, but the exact opposite is true. You don't hear a thing of all the hustle and bustle in the village and can fully focus on relaxing.
Bertha, you ready? Is goed, Rosine? Hello! Welcome to Little Rasta. I hope you will love it. King Rasta loved it so much. Und? Is it good? Yes? This is the bathroom, yeah? inspection. And the shower. Und balcony. Look. Look there. Right there. Ooh, cool. Cool or cool? Huh? Oh, nice to be back. So, I think you're thirsty. Huh? Are you? Look mal, Wasser trinken. Ja. Ja, kannst trinken. Yeah, you're more hungry. Right? Yeah, okay, I'll give you something. Gell? Ja, hungry. Hunger. Essen.
Since Lil Rasta can't go on long hikes yet due to his joints, we just take several short trips into the snow right behind the hotel.
Hey, Winter Wonderland. Whee! Langsam.
Lil Rasta seems to be really enjoying it. Just like King Rasta, he's a real snow fan. But because of the strong UV rays high up in the mountains, we have to keep these outings short. I enjoyed an aperitif at the hotel's garden terrace, and then we both relaxed in our beautiful Holz 100 room. Unfortunately, there aren't many dog-friendly hotels in Bettmer Alp, even though the area is perfect for long hikes with a dog. The hotel is family-run. They prioritize a friendly atmosphere, and the meals feature local, high-quality products. Bettmer Alp is a popular family ski resort. That's why it's always bustling here during the day, while the ski season is in full swing. When evening comes, we can even walk off-leash on this otherwise bustling street.
What do you see? Huh? To bark. Ta-ta! Hey, borstel. Dat is veel te groot. Huh?
I don't know if it is the wood in the room, but I could just sleep here all the time. You just feel so incredibly comfortable. So comfortable that I fell asleep early and therefore had to go outside during the night to take Lil Rasta out to do his business. In the morning, we went for a fun in the snow walk.
Hey, the morning toilet is so much fun like this, huh? Yeah, it is. Vergilly. Birds. Yeah. Yeah, many birds. Hey, yeah, the village is awakening. Yeah, not only you and me. Huh? Up, up, up. to watch a young dog in the snow is something of the best things you can do. It just makes you happy. Well? The morning moods in the winter. With these snow-covered trees. The Matterhorn, can you see it? It's very small. Little Rasta feels totally home here. Well, look the blick at his eyes. Huh, Booby?
Time and again, we enjoy the snow in the sheltered forest behind the hotel. But of course, I have to get some work done too. That's what I call working with a view, right? There are definitely worse things. I had some sentimental moments here too. Even though I really appreciate Lil Rasta's company, I still miss King Rasta, of course. He loved it here, and somehow I felt like he was very close to me here. The 2 days flew by, and now we have to head back already. The farewell committee is already waiting. If you have some extra time, you can drive back via Andermatt. It's quite a detour, but I'll show you. We drive through Obergoms and reach the Furka car ferry in about 30 minutes. In summer you can drive over the Furka Pass here, but the Furka Pass is closed now in winter. The Furka car ferry doesn't run as regularly as the Lötschberg car ferry, so be sure to check the operating hours in advance. Here, too, traffic jams and long wait times can occur during the holiday season. Today, however, I am able to get through here without any traffic. After about 50-20 minutes of driving, we arrive in Realp and are now in the canton of Uri. We drive through the wintry landscape toward Andermatt. People are still skiing here too. The late snow is bringing in some extra revenue, but since everyone is on the slopes, there isn't much traffic. However, the situation looks different on the other side. It's the week before Easter, and something many foreign visitors might not know. At Easter, people gather for the massive Easter traffic jam in front of the Gotthard. It's a mystery to me why people subject themselves to this traffic jam every single year. Apparently, everyone wants to head south, so they put up with hours of waiting in traffic. Once again, I am glad I choose travel off-peak and wave relaxed greetings to those willing to sit in traffic. In about 1 hour, we will be back in Brienz. This route takes about twice as long as the way there, but I just wanted to show you an alternative. Do you still remember my departure from Brienz? 2 days ago, it was still the depth of winter here, and now I'm coming home in the spring. What a journey! And spring has stayed. Although we've had a few frosty nights, the blossoms on the fruit trees in my neighbor's garden seem to have survived. I have a special permission, and I am therefore allowed to take photos and films in his sacred garden. For me, this is always a spring highlight. You just can't get more spring than this. After the morning concert, I take my little walk above Brienz. I love the early morning hours. Everything is still so peaceful and untouched, and the UV levels aren't so high yet. As the temperatures rise, so do the UV levels. Plus, the light in the morning is much gentler. As you can see, a morning walk has many benefits. If you're wondering where little Rasta is, he has to stay home during these longer outings. Young dogs aren't allowed to long run distances in one go yet, because they're still growing. That's why I take him on short walks, and to keep me in shape, I still do the longer ones on my own. We've already seen a few beautiful fruit trees in bloom, and now I am taking you to the region where the Zuckerkirschtorte specialty comes from. And as the name suggests, there are hundreds of cherry trees here, and they're all in bloom right now, so let's go. The drive from Brienzersee to Zug takes about 1.5 hours, depending on traffic. I choose the evening hours for this trip because of the light. But what I didn't take into account, though, was the rush hour traffic. So I arrived late and had to scrap my original plan. But I knew exactly where I would definitely find some beautiful trees, with the perfect backdrop to match. I am heading to St. Verena Chapel above Zug. This chapel has captivated me for years, and to this day I am fascinated by this place. Here my photographer's heart can really run wild. It was lovely. Spring really is a beautiful season. When the trees are in bloom and nature is awakening, it's simply balm for the soul. I drive back from Zug to Brienz with a beautiful evening atmosphere. Thanks to a high-pressure system, Switzerland continues to be blessed with sunshine. The downside, there's a lot of birk pollen in the air. This makes it hard for allergy sufferers to breathe, and their eyes often get all sticky. Nevertheless, I can't let the beauty of nature pass me by, so the next day I make a quick stop in Oberried on Lake Brienz. In April, the Ballenberg Open-Air Museum near Hofstetten, close to Brienz, opens. This unique museum is a highlight for anyone who wants to discover old Swiss traditions, typical Swiss livestock breeds, and Swiss architecture. The museum features many buildings from all Swiss cantons, and for the kids there are playgrounds and a carousel. And since today is opening day, we even get a little alphorn serenade. Lil Rasta and I have decided to show you some lesser known places. Today we are heading up to 1,216 meters above sea level. It is a mountain lodge above Hergiswil on Lake Lucerne. To get there, I have to drive up a narrow mountain road to the valley station. There is no public transportation here. Then you ring the bell and off we go.
So now we are here at the valley station of the gondola, Alp Gschwend, and it means hier klingeln. Here maybe. Just a minute. Probably. Can I trust it? Okay, ga ze maar in. Somebody's written here. Wie bieten Sie keine Knöpfe in den Band zu binden? Okay. Do not touch anything. Ooh. A little bit creepy, but it will work, hopefully. you ready? Ready to explore? Huh? Warte. Wait, warte. Okay. Yeah, it's our home for one night. Ja, so ist das. Huh? Oh, I like it. And the view? Yeah, it's a very old house. And it's written on the website that, yeah, you probably do not get your, how you say, beauty sleep. Because you hear everyone snoring and, yeah, laughing, whatever they do in the night. Who knows that?
And at 69 Swiss francs per person and per night, including breakfast, this lodging is also affordable. For once, though, I didn't have to worry about my wallet. My partner treated me for a change. We had a peaceful night because we were actually the only guests here and got to enjoy a fabulous sunrise, complete with a sea of fog. So this is the way my future excursions will look like. A hopefully happy little Rasta and a hopefully happy photographer. Yeah, I mean, schön, oder? After a typical mountain breakfast with bread, butter, jam, meat and cheese, we headed back down into the sea of fog. And now we have another idea for bad weather. The Aare Gorge has been open since early April. The Aare Gorge is located near Meiringen in the Bernese Oberland, and it is a popular destination for families and tourists. As you can see, there is already plenty to see in Switzerland in April. From now on, it just gets better and better every day. Spring is making its way up to the higher elevations, and soon we'll be able to head back to our beloved valleys and passes.